Hello everyone, I just wanted to share with you real quick my best buck ever. I know everyone's kind of in turkey mode right now, it being spring and all, but I wanted to share this with you. I killed this deer back in 2016. At the time I killed him, he went down in the books as the #2 all-time in the typical category with a bow for the state of West Virginia. He's a bow kill. He grossed 192 and 2/8, and his net score was 177 and 3/8. So just a great deer. I just want to share with you. He was featured in West Virginia Game and Fish magazine, Outdoor Life magazine, West Virginia Metro News, and West Virginia Metro News done a radio interview with me about him, and the Pennsylvania Gazette I think was the other one, but. It's a great deer. I'm obviously tickled to have him. I just wanted to share with you, but I've had a pretty good history with this deer. I'm gonna share with you real quick. I'll try to make it as quick as I can. It's a lot to get through, but it all started for me and this deer back in the 2012 archery season, and that was the first year I got any pictures of this deer. He'd come by, he was nighttime, it was only nighttime pictures, no daytime, no encounters, nothing like that. So in 2013, I went back to the same general area, same drain per se, just, I moved a little bit. I moved probably maybe 200-300 yards, just a little different spot there. But I was able, in 2013, the first 2 Saturdays of November, I had gotten daylight pictures of this deer, and I wasn't in the stands. So, yeah, it just absolutely made me sick. But I was off in another location hunting with Seth, trying to take his first deer. So, of course, when I pulled the card and seen, he had been there in the daylight, it was just, heartbreaking. But nothing you could do. So I hunted him hard the rest of 13. No more daylight pictures, no encounters. I had gotten some nighttime pictures of him, but he never showed in the daylight again. So the 13th season concluded, and you get over to 2014, I was going to go back in the same exact spot and set back up, since I'd had the daylight pictures the season before. But I put me a camera out. It was late summer actually, and I wanted to start getting pictures, and someone stole my camera. So I was really down about that, because I love having those cameras out and getting the pictures. But obviously I didn't want to put a camera right back out where I just had one stolen. So believe it or not, I decided just to hunt a whole different area. So that's what I did. The 2014 season, I totally went somewhere else and hunted that season. Then, get through that season, comes 2015, I did the same thing. I went back to the area, to the new area, and hunted 15 as well. And get into the 2016 season. Early in that season, I had my camera stowed from the new area. So yeah, just a lot of bad luck, but after that happened, I decided I was just going to go back to where I last hunted, where I was getting the pictures of this deer. So that's what I did, and late October of the 2016 season, I turned up a nighttime picture of this deer. So, I mean, I was kind of shocked, to say the least, to see he was still right there in that same area. And, of course, he had gotten bigger, and these 2 non-typical points, these kickers coming off his G2 over here, he had growed those sometime in that time frame. He didn't have those in 13 when I last had pictures of the deer, so he had growed those. But leading up to me actually hunting this deer there in the 16th season, I was actually supposed to go off on a rifle hunt. I was going to go rifle hunting that year, and the week prior to rifle season opening, I was getting daylight pictures of this deer. I think it was 3 different days. I had daylight pictures of him, so I couldn't go rifle hunting. I knew I had to be in the tree stand, bow in my hand, and trying to take this deer. So that's what I decided to do. So opening day of the West Virginia rifle season 2016, I am here in southern West Virginia, Logan County, in my tree stand with my bow trying to kill this giant. So I remember that morning, I was so excited, to get in that stand that morning, just knowing, this deer had been around in daylight, knowing maybe I had a chance of seeing him, having an encounter. So I get in the stand that morning, and it gets daylight and everything, and nothing's really happening at first. But as I sat there a little while, I thought I'd heard something, and I was set up. I was in the tree stand, but there was a point coming off here to my left-hand side, and I thought I'd heard something on that point. So I looked over my left shoulder, looked back, and didn't see anything. So I just, didn't really think much of it. Thought maybe it was a squirrel or whatever. Just didn't think much of it. Well, just a couple minutes later or whatever, I thought I'd hear something again, same area. So I turned to look again, only this time when I look over there, this big guy is standing on the point, which I can't see his whole body, but I can see his neck area, through the head and the horns. So right away, I knew it was the one I was looking for. He was standing there, which he wasn't moving. He was standing still. I think he was just kind of surveying the area as he come over that point into this new area. He was just looking around, see what was going on, and he stood there a minute, and I'm just absolutely froze. My heart's already starting to beat out my chest, but I just freeze up. I don't reach for my bow. I don't do nothing, which was probably a good thing. But I guess he stood there a minute, and he got where he was confident to come on in. He starts over the point and starts coming in. So I took that opportunity, reach up, get my bow off the hanger, knock on my loop, just, get ready. And he's coming on in, and there's one time as he's coming in, he stopped. It's the only time he stopped before I was able to shoot him, but he stopped there, and, I'm up on the hill here to his right as he's coming in, and he stops, and he's even looking around. He looks up on that hillside where I'm up in that tree stand, but he don't hold eye contact or nothing. He just kind of browses by me there and looks back to where he's trying to get to, and he goes back into his walk, thankfully. But I got a little nervous during that, afraid maybe he was going to bust me, but he didn't. He kept walking, and there was a tree there, a pretty decent sized one, and I knew when when his head got behind that tree, that's when I was going to have to get my bow drawn and be ready to take him. So he got to the tree. I was able to draw on him, and I had him right there. He was actually right around 17 yards. Just a close shot. And I made the shot, hit him good. What he did when I shot, he wheeled back around and he headed back for the point the same way he had came in. Well, when he got over there on the point, it was kind of as he was going around that point is when he fell. So I didn't actually get to see him fall. I heard him, and I was pretty sure, he was down over there, but I didn't physically see him. So that kept me sitting in the tree a little while. I didn't want to, definitely didn't want to, get out too early and mess nothing up. So I hung in there just for a little while, and but I was really confident that he was down. I heard him crash, never heard him, try to get back up or anything, but I wanted to give it a little time just to be sure. So I did that, and then I got down out of the stand, and I approached cautiously, had an arrow nock, just ready, just in case, but I got over there on that point, and, this is what I found. He was laying over there, he was done. And just in disbelief. I was in shock, when I was able to reach down and actually put my hands on him. Just an awesome deer, and like I said, by far the biggest buck I've ever taken. I have killed some other nice deer, but nothing that compares to him. So I was tickled to death. But yeah, I just want to take the time to share that hunt with you. Just tickled to get him, and I'll try to give you a little bit better look at him here, maybe. Yeah, just a great buck. He's a mainframe 12 with those two kickers, and he's got a longer time down here that actually counted. So 15 scoreable points is what he turned out to be, but just a big mainframe 12 with those extra points. But obviously, I'm tickled to have him. Couldn't be happier with him. But I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you enjoyed that, and just remember to hit that like button down there and subscribe to us here on the channel, and we're going to just kind of try to keep bringing you stuff and maybe some tips here and there, and we're definitely going to try to film some hunts as we go on, and definitely, we're right in turkey season here, so we're going to try to bring you some turkey hunting, and hopefully maybe even get a kill or two on camera, so we'll see about that. But thanks again, and we'll see you next time.